Alright.
Why did you guys leave? Why did you guys leave the call?
Hey, Kathy Boo Boo.
Wait, because I left? I said I'll leave. And then I'll be back. Like, 1 second after I call you, wow. But I'll wait till
What's up, everybody? Just waiting for more viewers to come on. That we could talk about the four Passport into Love movie. Yeah. Oh, this is the book I just finished. Really good book. So I have to add the business trip, Kathy, on my list. I'm going to write that down. Ready for more followers to come on to the KatChat podcast. This is not a podcast. This is the rankings, the reviews for the four Passport into Love movies. We have two Barcelona with Love. We have two Barcelona Forever. We have Villa Amore. And to wrap up everything for Passport into Love, we have a Machu Picchu proposal. So I wanted to take the time tonight to talk about the four movies. So let me know in the comments if you've seen any of the four movies. Let me know. Because I don't want to spoil it. I have watched all four movies more than 2 times. More than 2 times, to be honest with you. I think Hallmark did a great job with the Passport into Love movies.
what?
So, okay. If I had to choose, okay, Kathy, I won't spoil anything, okay? If right now, my ranking for the four movies, number 1 will be a Machu Picchu proposal. Number 2 will be Villa Amore. Number 3 will be two Barcelona Forever. And the fourth will be two Barcelona with Love. Okay? That's my ranking overall. So, Machu Picchu proposal number 1. And Barcelona with Love, 4th place. Location-wise, I would have to say Peru for number 1, Italy for number 2, and Spain for number 3. Machu Picchu proposal with Alex Danton, Rihanna Fish, and Chris Vieira, and Danielle Rodello, I believe. Directed by Colin Dave. Beautiful movie. Beautiful movie. The culture, the location, the scenery, different kind of location in Peru. My father died of the family from Peru. So I could be biased on my choosing of the 4 movies, but as I watched Machu Picchu proposal, I want to say 4 times already, or maybe even 5 times. It never ceased to amaze me. I mean, we've seen the whole Machu Picchu location, the whole scenery, beautiful with the high altitude and just looking down at everything. Amazing. If you want to know more about how they worked and filmed a Machu Picchu proposal, please check out my podcast channel on YouTube. I have interviewed and chatted with Alex Danton. He gave us his perspective, his insight about the Machu Picchu movie. I will also be chatting with Colin at the end of July. So we will talk more about that Machu Picchu movie. But overall, I love the movie. I was a little nervous because sometimes the posters, but the movie, fantastic. Sometimes the movie was, but the poster was fantastic. So, never judge a book by the cover. So I should have really judged the movie by the poster. Know what I mean? So, I really liked it. I think the cast in the movie worked out really well. I like the dynamic between the brother and sister. Katie and Dan. What's that his name? Yeah, Katie and Dan trying to come up with a perfect proposal for his girlfriend, and the Carlos, the shop, get in the way. But I feel like the movie worked out really well. I just could not get over the location. So I recommended that movie to my dad because it's his family. He's from South America and he lives in Spain. So of course I recommended the Barcelona movie to my dad. And my dad was like, now I have to get you the Machu Picchu. I was like, yeah, I should make a trip down there. So fingers crossed, I will make a trip down to Machu Picchu and just to see the beautiful scenery, the beautiful culture, the beautiful history. I was really into the Dark Mine where Rihanna Fish and Alex Danton traveled and they were picking up the dirt from the Dark Mine and just learn a lot about it. So I really enjoyed a Machu Picchu proposal. So if you have not seen that movie, I recommend you check it out. And I recommend you check out my podcast chat with Alex Danton on my podcast channel, the KatChat podcast on YouTube. Please click on it, subscribe, and follow this account. You will be seeing a lot of Hallmark movie reviews, a lot of Hallmark reenactment reels, and podcast chat, along with book too. Okay, moving on to Villa Amore. That's another great movie with Eloy Mumford and Kevin McGarry. I like that movie. it was a perfect balance with the Hallmark formula. The two characters are struggling. She's struggling with the breakup, and he's struggling with his own relationship with his father. And when she bought a house in Italy, she did not read or understand the fine print about buying houses in Italy for, I don't know, $1, €1. I'm not sure how much is €1 in the United States. So if you guys know, please post it in the comments down and I will find out. But it was beautiful. And the chemistry was spot on at the beginning of the movie, and how they became friends without rushing anything. And that moment where Kevin became her shiny knight in armor. I can't spoil the movie, but if you know what I'm talking about, that one specific emotional scene in Bella Amore made me, and I'm sure all the Kevin McGarry band out there swooning over that scene. Yeah, thank you, Kathy. $1, 18 cents for a house in Italy. Crappy run-down house for $1.18. That's really nice. Maybe I should buy a house in Italy. And just, the KatChat podcast cafe. Who knows? Thank you, Kathy. She's my human Google, by the way. If you have questions for Kathy, just fire away in the chat. Kathy will Google it up or do her thing. Kathy, love you. Anyway, Bella and Amore, it was perfect. And I like how they were friends. They took their time being friends. Kevin Cancer was helping Yara to develop a bed and breakfast house in Italy. Yes, €1. Yes. Unless I'm wrong, but that's what the movie said. She bought a house for €1. Yeah. So it was just right. The timing was right, and how she worked so hard to fix up the house to win some heard of the Italians who were living in the village they were not so sure about. So I felt this movie was amazing. It was good. Good location, everything amazing. Okay, yeah, sure, we could do that. Pay 40 cents in the $2 to Kathy, Chris, and me. The $2 for coming to buy a house in Italy. And then we could share the Handy Cafe, or the Hallmark Cafe, or we could call it the cafe where you meet the stars. Who knows? While the renovation, we could always hire land from Flip That Romance, so we could hire land water, Tyler Hand. Hi, come to Italy, pick up our house. So we have Tyler, we have Kevin McGarry. Who are the other contractors? Shut the idea. So, that's Bella and Amore, and I really like Machu, the donkey. There's always some animal in a movie that just brings the movie together. So that's my thought on Bella and Amore. And Machu Picchu proposal. For two different reasons. For the Machu Picchu proposal, what I really loved about the movie is the location, the scenery, the cast, a little bit of chemistry but I was all about the Peruvian culture and learning about the making of chocolate, learning about the dirt, the importance of dirt, learning about making food or cooking food with rock, and just the location, the Rainbow Valley, or was it the Rainbow Mountain, or something, the Rainbow Valley. Beautiful. I mean, Colin did an amazing job directing that movie and hitting all of the angles and everything. I'm not going to say how they made that movie happen, but if you tune in into my podcast episode, Russian, you will understand why I really resonated with that movie, the Machu Picchu proposal. Okay, that there, and you have my brother Amore. Why I like that movie? Because I like how they balanced the Hallmark formula. It was balanced. The friendship took a whole new level, and two leading worlds helped each other, took their time knowing each other, helping each other, trusting each other before they take their relationship or anything possible to the next level. Just a beautiful, heartwarming movie about Yara trying to transform the villa in a bed and breakfast, which was her mom's dream. And at the end of the movie, you could probably guess what happened. So, that Villa Amore. Now let's talk about the duo Barcelona movie. Both of them were written by Julie Sherman-Wolf with a pitch idea from Ashley Williams. Again, if you want to know how the Barcelona movie came to life, go to the KatChat podcast channel on YouTube and find the interview with the amazing, quirky, fun Ashley Williams. You won't be disappointed. Both movies were good, spectacular. I enjoyed the second movie more than the first. I'm not sure why. And before you guys type in the comments, it's not because of Javier, who was played by Miguel Roca. No. Well, maybe. But no, that's not the reason why I choose the second movie. I feel like the first movie was more like a startup, a foundation of how Anna and what was her name? She was Anna and Erica. How they became together because one was the author, one was like a translator. So I feel like the first movie was more like a foundation of the first part of storytelling of how Anna and Erica met and how they were able to cope, work together and learn about each other. She was trying to write a book. She was translating, but also she was a food critic or a food article blogger. So it was not much with those Barcelona movies. But then when there was the Barcelona Forever, we had Erica getting engaged to Nico. And then we had Anna traveling all over Spain for her job, talking about food, talking about the restaurant, getting stories, getting the feel of the culture. Boom, she meets Javier, which was Miguel Roca, whose family business owned different farm. And that was the key Hispanic Spanish food, Saffron, was the key. But I felt a lot more chemistry and a lot more action with the second movie, Barcelona Forever. I love the cast on both movies. I love the story. Ashley and Julie did a great job with the storytelling. To Barcelona with Love and to Barcelona Forever. So, yeah, I hope my reviews and my rankings helped out with your interest in watching these movies. You guys have to check this out. I mean, I think Hallmark, they're pretty good with the passport into line with the destination movie. We have Spain, we have Italy, and we have South America. So, it's amazing. So if you have not got check out these 4 movies, To Barcelona with Love, To Barcelona Forever, Villa Amore, and a Machu Picchu proposal, I wanted to say hat off to Hallmark, hat off to the writer, hat off to the director, hat off to the amazing cast for these movies. Before Machu Picchu proposal and Villa Amore, my number 1 movie was To Barcelona Forever. And then I saw Villa Amore. I was like, sorry, I think this is number 1 until the Machu Picchu movie. Sorry, I think this one number 1. But if you guys have seen that movie, please write down in the comments when I save this live on my page. Doesn't matter if we agree or we don't agree. I mean, not every movie for everybody, you know. There was one movie for the summer. Hi, Panata. There was one movie for the summer. I think it was Love in the Clouds. I could not even watch that movie. I was excited for that movie because hot air balloon and Paul Green. I only watched 30 minutes of it. I was not feeling it. So that movie wasn't the movie for me. It was more of like a background movie. So please check out those 4 passports into that movie and let me know what you think about those 4 movies. If you agree with my ranking, or if you have a different ranking, or if you have a different review, I would love to hear about your thoughts on that. So, yeah, but not to interrupt me by sending me a video. I'm not going to open it yet until I finish my live. The Machu Picchu proposal because of the location. Because of how the movie was filmed, I could not get enough of it. I could not get enough of the cast either. Spot on. Villa Amore. Great location, Italy, but I didn't see very much of it compared to Machu Picchu and compared to Barcelona. But I love the storyline between Yara and Leo and how they took their time to form a connection, a friendship, and then become love. So I like the storyline, I like the pace, I like everything about that movie. So that's that. So two Barcelona movies, like I said, the foundation and the storytelling. The foundation and the storytelling. So that's what I had for my 4 pack Born into Love movies of Hallmark. Please check it out. And let me know your thoughts in the comments. And before you leave the live, go into my bio, click onto the KatChat podcast on YouTube, click subscribe, look at my fantastic interviews, and just let me know. I have great podcasts coming up this week, next week, 2 weeks, and I'm working on my August booking. So stay tuned for the KatChat podcast. Have a great night.